Small disclaimer and trigger warning, this video does include blood, violence, death, foul language. This will not be shown on screen, however there will be mention of this, so just look out for that. If you do not want to listen to any of this, if you don't like these triggers, then just skip to the next trigger warning screen. Here's the video. What's up freaks, welcome back to another video. This is my unveil post, you can check that out, I've linked it. This is Aiden, one of my OCs, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to be reading it aloud in case you don't want to read it. His name is Aiden Suri Vale, his nickname is just Vale. He likes his friends, sugar, energy drinks, purple, bright colours. I'm going through this really fast, I realise. Apples, teacher, school, homophobes, cats. He's an extrovert, he is male, gay, 16, and his birthday is August 8th, 2027. I might change the year, I'm not sure yet. Haven't really gotten that far into the storyline just yet, but that's what I was saying. Okay. In general, each person is unique in a dystopian future. Some people like to stay true to their past, while other characters, like the main characters, settle their fashion around the 90s. Jesus. Most people dress up to date and futuristic to be liked and popular. Parts of Canada are suffering though, while most of Britain thrived in the new conditions and trends. Aiden's small hometown turned against itself as young teens began to feed into trends, while the older residents of the town disliked this behaviour, saying that it wasn't true to their origins. Aiden's older brother Alexander preferred the 90s style and older trends and stuck to that, but he was heavily bullied in school for not being up to date. Not long after Aiden's birth, Alexander got into fight after fight after fight for making a mockery of the newer trends, because he was considered as a rebellion against the times. And after Aiden's first birthday, Alexander passed at the age of 18 after he got into an 8v1 fight and got punched to the curb, concussed, before getting his skull crushed and kicked in and damaged. His face wasn't recognisable and he was left for dead unconscious on the side of the road. He was attacked late at night, so the next day around 6 a.m. a passing car spotted him and got him checked out, but it was too late. He had suffered many brain injuries and internal bleeding, and Aiden grew up without a brother. After Alexander's death, the family was mistreated for bringing up such a vile child, and the family moved to Britain, where they were more accepted due to how diverse Britain had become in the culture, times and fashion and passions. And that was part 1. Disclaimer and trigger warning for part 2, strongly worded opinions about God. That's all though, so this is only concluding for part 2. Enjoy. Meet Aiden, part 2. This is a continuation from the overview from part 1. The family moved to Britain, where they were more accepted due to how diverse Britain had become in culture and in times, fashion and passions. And Aiden grew up to have his brother's fashion and to have a piece of what he believed with him. Aiden has a British accent since he learned how to speak in England and spent only 1 year in Canada. When he was in primary, he met Christy, and they were a bad influence on each other, but was still the best of friends. And Aiden supported Christy's journey with art, passion and their identity. They met Liz and Vader in a group project and have been friends since year 7. Aiden is now in year 11. Appearance. His hair is dark jet black hair and half grey, short and messy. He has hazel eyes and they are almond shaped. His body type is in between twink and trunk, teen male body type. Personality. He prefers texting, iOS, Spotify, lazy, sneakers, tablet, pen, speaker, pancakes, KFC, train, fruits, spend, movie at home, delivery, type, ebook, running, coffee, dyed, juice, curly, probably tattoos, and school because he really likes hanging out with his friends. Some of these things were supposed to be underlined, but for some reason they weren't, so I'm just going to ignore that. Fashion. Aiden dresses in outfits around the late 90s to early 2000s, and his most iconic outfit is his baggy grey jeans and purple jacket, with the sleeves always rolled up to his elbows and sometimes even fishnet gloves. Beliefs. He believes in no God, and in Aiden's eyes, he's the only one who plans his actions. It was never God's plan for him to fall downhill like this. Poor baby. His goals are to do his brother proud and get better at using the guitar and perform someday to honour him. Relationships. Christy is his best friend since they were little. Liz and V is the friend group, Scott is a friend, and L is a friend. And more in part 3. Okay, this is the final trigger warning. It's just foul language. Also, I know I'm going to be gasping for air a lot because I'm reading very quickly. Just try to look past it, please. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the final part, and more will be coming soon, so don't worry. Yeah, enjoy.
Part 3. Let's get it. General mood. He's a generally calm guy as long as you keep him away from Christy. They are the worst influence on each other, and he may become slightly chaotic. Slightly is an under-exaggeration, by the way. He mostly slouches back into chairs. He sits in and keeps the straightest posture when standing, but he looks down at his phone a lot, so he's a little slouchy forward too. Just a little lazy guy who wants to sit around and chill rather than do literally anything else. He always puts on a happy face and tries to interact as much as possible to socialise and push himself from his comfort zone. When Christy's around, he can be a little shit. He'll never be able to match their energy, however, he encourages them and gets really smug and confident when they are around. He makes people feel warm and welcome to any conversation while also being a dickhead. Defining features. He's most well known for his love of music and family. He loves his red guitar and loves playing with Christy. His guitar is like an iconic part of who he is and who he's presented to be. He loves the colour purple, and the animal he's connected to is a moose. His features don't show that much, but the moose part doesn't define him. He's got small antlers, bumps into literally everything, good at staring contests, and generally zones out randomly. And he's also a good comedy guy. He's also lanky and tall and can be calm for hours. Then suddenly letting out all of his energy with Christy. Picture? There's none yet, but I'm coming out with some soon. That's all, thanks for reading. And there is more on the wiki. There is not more on the wiki, but that is coming soon if you want to wait for that. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
So thanks for sticking around and learning about Aiden. He will also be in the comic Hellion Pulse 2.0. If you want to check that out, it's not out yet, but this is the basic building and design of him, and there's also going to be more characters coming soon. Also, if you want extra detailed information about all of the characters, world design, and how I even got there in the first place, or where my ideas came from, there is way more of that on my Unveil page. And this video is absolutely not sponsored. However, Unveil is a really great app, and I do recommend it if you're into building worlds, characters, or say design, or maybe you just want to look at other people's art and, you know, give them some credit, because they are really amazing purple. Wow, I'm doing great, guys. Really amazing people, and there's actually some really talented people on there as well. So I definitely recommend checking that out, and you can also let your creative side out, which is always fun. Also, the app doesn't even need to be public. You do not need to make your account public at all. You can just have a private account, be in your own world, and it organises everything for you. Once again, this is not sponsored, but I wish I could be sponsored by Unveil, because they are truly amazing. Definitely recommend. Thank you so much for watching, and information about Christy is going to be coming next pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, bye freaks. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye!
I also posted a music video and the bloopers are coming out this week, so make sure you subscribe for that.
And I'm also going to be dropping my phone down 3 flights of stairs when I get to 100 subs. You'll want to see that. Right, guys? Right?